Anxiety is that sense of worry, of fear in relation to things we cannot control. There are many different ways to better manage anxiety in your life or to overcome it completely. One of the ways that can be helpful is having some self-discipline, daily rituals, exercising control over the things that you can control that can help you ease your anxiety. Hi there, meditator. Welcome to episode 62 of Master Your Mind Daily, your daily source of inspiration for all things meditation, anxiety, and personal growth. My name is Giovanni Dinstmann. I am the author of Practical Meditation and the creator of livingthere.com, one of the top 5 most visited meditation blogs on the web. And today we're talking about how self-discipline helps with anxiety. But before, I want to ask you a question. On a scale from 1 to 10, how predictable are your days? 1 being it's chaotic, not predictable at all, and 10 being it's very predictable. Please write that number in the comments. It's important to understand that there's an interface between our mind and the environment. Our mind influences our environment, and our environment influences our mind. When our mind is calm, centered, and focused, when it's orderly, there tends to be more order in our daily life as well. On the other hand, if life is going very chaotic, if everything in our life is a mess, if nothing is predictable, then the mind tends to be disturbed. As a meditator and as a meditation teacher, I always emphasize that there are things you cannot control, but you can always work on your mind. You can always do the internal work. And that is helpful and that always works. But sometimes it's harder to work on the mind. And it's easier to make some small shifts in your environment or in your day. And there's no reason why you shouldn't work on both sides at the same time. Work externally by creating your environment, by influencing your environment and designing your day in a way that is most helpful for your mental well-being and achieving your goals. And also do the internal work, knowing that there are always going to be so many things you cannot control, and then you can learn to accept them as they are and let them be, without suffering, without friction. And sometimes it's just easier to go and change something about our day. So my recommendation for you today is to create some sort of daily rituals that can help you have a sense of control, a sense of predictability over your day and your life. And these daily rituals, they can be whatever works for you, whatever is meaningful for you. It could be a morning routine where you do some meditation, have a cup of tea, and perhaps do some journaling. It could be a walk in the park during lunch break, after your lunch. It could be a wind down ritual at the end of the day, so that you really process what has happened in the day, allow yourself to relax and go to sleep in the right state of mind. Whatever it is for you, create a certain ritual about it, meaning that you always do it roughly at the same time and in the same way. So that even if everything is chaotic in your life, even if you don't know what's going to happen, what the day is going to bring you, you know that that part of your day, that is set. You know what to expect. You know how to feel before, during, and after. So in summary, anxiety is the sense of us not being in control. It's the sense of worry and fear about things that we cannot control. And one of the ways to diminish our sense of anxiety is by exercising some control over how we design our day and our environment. And one of the ways to do that is by creating daily rituals. It could be your daily meditation in the morning. It could be a walk in the park during lunch break. It could be journaling and winding down at the end of the day in preparation for sleep. Whatever it is, choose something that makes sense for you and commit to keeping it daily. So that even if everything else in your life is going messy and unexpected and unpredictable, at least that part of your day is set, and that is an act of self-care. That is nourishing. If you found this video helpful, please share it with your friends who may also need to hear this message, or tag them in the comments. This was video 62 of a series of 100 videos. If you want to make sure that you don't miss the following ones, then like and follow the Facebook page of Live in There. Or if you're watching it on YouTube, subscribe and turn on the bell. And finally, if you want a step-by-step approach to living with less anxiety and less fear, I recommend you check out my Calm and Free online course. It's a very short course. I call it a mini course, and it's also very affordable. You can go through it in an hour, and you will learn 3 powerful skills that will allow you to live with less anxiety and less fear. Happy growing.